Multitasking is a trap, they lied.
They told us that multitasking is a superpower. They told us that most successful people can juggle 10 things at a time. Study, work, build a business, learn a skill, maintain relationship, and 10 events. Chase opportunities, and if you can do all of this at once, then congratulations, you are productive. But what if that was actually the lie? What if I tell you that multitasking has killed more people's dreams than procrastination has done? Because procrastination can delay progress, but multitasking disguises itself as progress. You feel busy, you feel productive, you feel like you're moving ahead, but years later, you look around you only to realize that you haven't really gone that far. I will give you an example. Imagine two friends, Chika and Dada, both have the same dream, and that is build a successful business before the age of 30. Chika decides that for now his main focus is school. He studies, he graduates, and he gets his degree, and then he turns his full attention into building his business. Every day he pours his whole energy into that one goal, and as the business grows, he hires more people. Instead of trying to handle everything by himself, he pays others to handle different tasks while he focuses on the most important job, which is leading the business. Years pass. At 29, he falls in love and decides to get married. The wedding requires time and planning, but instead of abandoning his business to do that, he delegates what he can while keeping his attention where it matters the most. The business continues growing. By 30, it has expanded, gained recognition, and become genuinely successful. Now let's look at Ada. Ada is intelligent, talented, hardworking. In fact, she might even be more capable than Chika. But Ada loves learning new things. She enjoys makeup, so she decided to sign up for the class. Then when web development becomes popular, and she starts learning that too. A year later, app development becomes the next big thing. Her business could use an app and a website, so she decided to learn those things too. After all, why pay somebody when she can just learn it and do it by herself? She does all these things while still in school. So eventually she graduated and then decided to focus more on building her business. Then she meets the love of her life and wedding preparation begins. She knows how to do makeup and she enjoys cooking. So she decided to handle those aspects by herself because why pay somebody when she can do it and do it very well? 5 months of planning later, the wedding was successful, but the business slows down. After the wedding comes pregnancy, morning sickness, hospital visits, childbirth, and then family responsibilities. Then more things demanded her attention. At 30, Ada is a wonderful wife, a wonderful mother, a respectable woman, but her business, well, is still alive, is still standing and is still fighting, but it is nowhere near the level she once dreamed of. Now, before you misunderstand me, this is not an attack on marriage, motherhood, or personal choices. That is not the point. The point is every years in your life competes with every other years, and every responsibility takes a bit of your focus. The truth is that success often demands an unreasonable amount of concentration, not because successful people are smarter, not because they are more talented, but they stay with one thing long enough for that thing to compound. Most people don't fail because they are lazy. They fail because their attention is divided into many places. A little energy here, a little energy here, a little effort everywhere, but big results is nowhere. And this is why multitasking is a dangerous trap. It convinces you that motion is equal to progress. It convinces you that being busy is same as moving forward. That carrying 10 buckets halfway is better than carrying one bucket all the way to your destination, but that is not true. Most people you admire are usually not masters of multitasking. They are mostly masters of focus. Of course, they may have many responsibilities today, but when that period they were building that particular thing that changed their life, they gave it an extraordinary amount of attention. And that's the part that people don't usually see. So if you feel stuck, I want you to ask yourself, what is that one thing in your life that is getting more attention than it deserves now? What am I carrying that can wait? And what am I doing by myself that could be delegated? I want you to ask yourself, what will happen if I focus on one meaningful goal for the next 1 year instead of chasing 10 at a time? Because at the end, success is not about doing more. It is about eliminating distractions long enough for something important to grow. Multitasking doesn't make you special, focus does. Bye and see you in my next video.